didn't know where, how, and to get there, but God taught him how to know where it is. So then, but the aunt didn't want him there, so the Watoto took him in. So we just prayed for him.
Joel, he was really nice, funny. He really liked to play, whatever. When Joel wrote me the really nice letter, it meant a lot to me because, like, he wrote that, like, I was his best friend, and something that God taught me was that there's more out there, and sometimes you need to leave because He called you to do it.
Throughout our entire trip in Africa, I think God just really taught me that being obedient to His call isn't a scary thing. I know a lot of times we'll come up with excuses so we don't have to, do things like, oh, I have small children, I can't travel to Africa, or, I don't have time to be on this committee at church, or I don't know that person very well, so I don't want to share the gospel with them. And I think we just build up these walls so we can stay in our comfort zone. And I think this trip just taught me that if God asks you to do something and you're obedient to that, that He will equip you above and beyond what you need. Nate and Daniel and Eli and I, we don't have any special talents, but God gave us gifts that we were able to use while we were in Africa. The biggest blessing that we bestowed on the people there is just spending our time with Him. So many people said that they were so blessed by just our family being there, and loving them and talking to them and befriending them. And we didn't really see it as that big of a deal, We felt called to go and knew that's where God wanted us to be, and just really learned that being there and being present and loving the people was the biggest blessing to them, and just sharing our family with them.
The biggest lesson that I learned while we were in Uganda came from watching the Ugandan Christians. We were fortunate enough to go to several Sunday services and other small group or cell groups, as they called it, and just really be able to be a part of God's family in another part of the world. It was a neat experience. What really amazed me about their faith is that in general they seem to have so much more joy than American Christians do. That really struck me, especially after driving through the city of Kampala and seeing the just desolation is what it looked like to me. And these people seem to have so little, but yet have so much joy. I really began to realize that in our culture we tend to really hoard the blessings we've been given. Not just money, but our time and our friendships, our belongings, just everything. We have such abundance. And the more we get, the tighter we cling to it. And what I really found by letting go of that and just being obedient to God's call and leaving this life behind and going to serve even for just a short time, the ways that He blessed me are beyond measure.